So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I started trading futures, and I'm not switching completely from Forex to futures, but I thought, hey, let's check it out for a second, because this is something completely new to me. And I always hear people talking and saying that, oh, futures is a lot easier than Forex, a lot less manipulation. So I thought, let's put it to the test. And so I went ahead and bought a challenge. It's my first ever challenge. And what I wanted to do with futures is that I wanted to buy multiple challenges the same way that I'm trading Forex prop firms. But for some reason, there was something up with my credit cards and I couldn't buy more than one. So it was just 150k for me. But as you can see on the screen, we passed the challenge. So what you need to do is you need to make 9k, so it's like 6%, and you can only lose like 4%. So you can only lose 4.5% if I'm correct, or 3% even. So that was a pretty good challenge for me, as it is a bit different than what I'm trading or what I'm used to trading on Forex pro firms. But without further ado, let's get into the trades that I've taken. First of all, as you can see, the low that was recorded on this account was only like $250 in drawdown. The weekly net P&L was 3.5 grand, so it took me like 3 weeks to complete this one. The biggest reason for that, also the reason there were no videos for a couple of weeks, is that I was sick for a very good amount of time of this challenge. The best day percentage of the total profit was 41.5%. Or 41.9. The best day was 3.7. The average winning day 3,000, and the average losing day minus 220. So basically all the days that we have traded, we have won, right? Winning trade percentage was 56%, and the average losing trade was minus 250. Now, what is more interesting is going through the trades. So the first day that I was trading this account was May 20th. And to be honest with you, I was just testing how it works with the contracts. So I just opened the position and I closed it pretty quickly afterwards already. And as you can see, we lost $110 or even $220, right? 2 positions. So that was just me testing. Then 2 weeks later, it took me 2 weeks to start trading this one, because I had this belief that I had to trade this during New York and I couldn't trade during London. If you know me a bit longer than today, then you know I'm a 95% London trader. So it was pretty difficult for me to change up my complete routine and start treating this account like a real trading account, as I was doing on the Forex side as well. Now I would like to go to my trades. June 5th, we made 1.8k. Our P&L high was 2.6 and our P&L low was 1.3. So as you can see, we did not close a full position, but we had a pretty nice run. Okay, so I wanted to show the trades that I've taken, but I can't show them for some reason. I think because it is a new account that I'm trading on right now. It is the Express account. So once you're funded, it's the Express account. By the way, as you can see, I already took 2 big losses right there. So I started off trading or risking 750. And these were the positions that I've taken already. So we had 1 loss, 1 second loss that first day, and then the day after another loss. So today I'm not trading. I'm just leaving it for the week, as I'm down 3 trades. Because if I win the next one, we're back and break even or even more. So it is completely fine. But it is very typical for me that whenever I get a funded account, first few trades are losers. And I definitely have to fix that, because now it is becoming a pattern with some correlation in there, and probably has to do something with my emotions. But what I will do is I will go through the charts, because I know the positions that I've taken. And those were all long positions actually. So the first day was June 5th. June 5th, we've taken a position, and it was during the London session. We've taken a position long. So my position looked something like this. So it was like this. And price was pretty bullish if we're looking at it on the, for example, the daily, right? Price was pretty bullish, going up higher. And if I'm looking at this chart, I think we can move up a lot higher still. We have these double tops around here that we can start to take out. Now, it is pretty interesting the last few days, as it looks like we're stalling. We could see a bigger retracement perhaps, but the way that I'm just approaching Nasdaq at this moment is just, I want to buy much rather than I want to sell, because that's what my overall narrative is. Now, there's a bit of choppy price action, so that's why I'm also not trading anymore this week. Just waiting for this one to clear up a little bit, and then I can come in again when I have a clear narrative. Right here, the position that we have taken, this was from the 16th, so the position that we've taken was right here. And basically, as soon as it started turning around, as I was again pretty new to this futures trading, I just got out of the position. I thought, okay, we need, I don't know, there's like 3 or 5 winning days anyway. Now I learned that it's only on the funded account, if I'm correct. But what I was looking at is that you have this consistency score that you cannot make more than 50% on one trading day anyway. So that's why I went out. Now, when I'm looking at these stats, I remember there was also a day And maybe this is the day that I went in again. And maybe this is the day that I went in again. So I had this full TP. And I thought, okay, I'm not near this 50% yet. So I can go another time. And this another time, I probably got stopped out by this move right here. That was what happened. So the second trading position was the day after, and that was right here. So this was a very, very nice trade. We took it like this. We took it here in the morning, my stops underneath these lows, and I targeted something like this, 1/5. Because remember, I'm only risking 750 per position, and we made 3.7k. So that's times what? Times 5, right? So this was my position right here. Very nice position. Again, I was looking at this continuation just to go higher, which we were right about at this time as well. Then I got sick, so I did not trade for almost 2 weeks, week and a half-ish. Then again, we had this position. I don't know why it is saying 4 trades and 8 contracts, by the way, because I'm pretty certain that I just took 1 trade with 2 contracts. If you're selling it, is it also considered a trade? I think so. So 1 contract, second contract, buy. 1 contract, second contract, sell. I believe that's how they're calculating it. But then still, how do we get 8 contracts? Okay, this is a bit confusing to me. Maybe I did take another position. I can't believe I did. Or I can't remember I did, better said. Anyway, besides the point, me still figuring out this futures bit. I think that's how it works total trades wise, because I believe that I only took 1 contract right here. Again, why is it saying 4? Anyway, the day after, or not the day after, the 16th actually, we took this position right here. This one is still on the charts. We only needed 1/2.5 was enough for us to pass this trade. Would have been a massive trade if I held it open to these highs, which I would have done if this one would not be enough to pass it. So let's say it was on my funded account. Very nice, 6.5 right here. But this one was enough to pass it. Again, continuation, price moved up very nicely, tapped on this fair value gap, and then started moving from there. And that's basically the thing that I'm looking for, is that, okay, is price showing the intent to go up higher? Like, for example, right here as well, it moved up higher, creates a fair value gap, it respects it, and that's why I get in, right? And that's the main thing that I'm looking for right now on NASDAQ, as my overall narrative that needs to be in place, and for me it's long. Then, are we showing intent? So is this the right place we're buying at? Is that displacement? Are we creating fair value gaps? If it is, are we respecting those fair value gaps, and are we creating a low? If that's also the case, I get in and I know where to place my stop loss. So these were the things that I was looking at. And as you can see right here, the 17th of June, I did not do that, right? And that's what I said. That's a thing that I'm not really respecting what I'm looking for. Even though I probably would have looked at this one right here. So we had this massive candle, we had this fair value gap, it got tapped into. We traded away from there, but I did not respect it, as you can see. Now, there's a bit of messy price action right here, but still, I should have known better. I tried to get in, by the way, right here as well. If I'm correct, no, this is 8 p.m., so probably here, somewhere here. I tried to get in again, and those were the 2 trading positions for that day. And then the day after, so the 18th, I took a trading position right here, again seeking that continuation. And what would have worked on the previous trades did not really work right here. So today there's a banking holiday. I'm not trading NQ. But tomorrow, let's see what we can do, right? Let's see what we can do. It is going to be a Friday, so maybe we can have some good price action. Most of the time, Fridays are not really my best trading days. But I would really like to see this continuation on NASDAQ. If we are going to be sticking around for a bit right here, we probably see this reversal lower. So that's definitely something I'm aware of and that I'm looking for. But I can't really believe that we're not going to be breaking these highs. But maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the underlying narrative that I have that is incorrect, that I need to change. So for me, are there some differences? Are there some things that I learned trading futures compared to Forex? To be honest with you, not really. What I do see is that I really like to trade the continuations on NASDAQ. While on Forex, I'm really aiming to trade these turning points. And I would much rather trade these continuations than these turning points. But I don't know why I'm really seeking for them on Forex. Because maybe I know that on Forex, they get seeked out a lot and we turn around very, very steeply from there as well. But I think price action has just been pretty nice the last 2 weeks for continuations on NQ. And that's probably the main reasoning why I've taken them as well. Would this get manipulated a lot more on Forex? Probably, yeah, probably. If you have a continuation like this, it doesn't often push this much without taking liquidity first, or without moving down lower and then doing something like that. So in that view, I would say there is less manipulation for now. Like I said, I could have been lucky. Price action could have been good. I might lose the account straight away, but then we just have to try again and see how we can proceed accordingly. But for now, I definitely like it. If there is something that you guys want me to try out, or if you want me to document this more, going into funded, or basically continuing to trade the funded, maybe get a payout, let me know in the comments down below. Also leave a like. I would really appreciate that, because if I see there is enough ask by likes and comments, I will continue this and I will keep documenting my futures journey as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. Perhaps you learned something as well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.